So, thinking about motorcycles, are we? Not just looking this time, Today, we're getting our hands dirty, diving deep into the world of motorcycle assembly.
You know, it's funny. We talk about the ride, the open road, all that, but we rarely think about the people, the skilled hands that actually build these machines.
Right, and that's where RoleCatcher comes in. They're like the ultimate guide to navigating the job market. And they've got this motorcycle assembler career guide we're checking out today.
And believe me, it's a lot more than just putting parts together.
Okay, so let's break it down. The guide uses terms like fastening components, technical plans. Sounds a little dry, honestly.
A little bit, yeah. But it's more than that. You're bolting a powerful engine onto a chassis, putting together complex suspension systems, precision work on a whole other level.
Okay, wow. I can picture it now, the factory floor, the energy.
Exactly. And it gets even more interesting. The guide mentions CNC machines, even robots, being used in the assembly process.
Robots building motorcycles. Now, that's something I never thought about. How does that even work?
Well, one of the big things happening is automation. CNC machines, robots, all that. These machines are incredibly precise. Carving complex parts out of metal, it's amazing.
That's wild. So what does that mean for the human assemblers? Are robots replacing them?
Good question. And the answer is not simple. It's not really replacement, more like dot transformation. Think of it this way. You're not just bolting things together anymore. You're like a conductor, making sure the robots hit all the right notes to create this perfectly assembled motorcycle.
So instead of competing with the tech, these assemblers are working with it, orchestrating it even.
Exactly. And that requires a whole new set of skills. Programming, troubleshooting, making sure those high-tech tools are building those bikes to the highest standard.
Wow, that's amazing. Something I'm trying to get my head around, though, is this. The guide also emphasizes customer and personal service, even sales and marketing. I thought we were building bikes, not selling them.
And that just shows how connected everything is becoming. Imagine you're the customer, spending a lot on your dream bike, right?
Of course.
You want it to be perfect. And that's where the assembler's eye for detail comes in. Their understanding of what the customer wants. They're the last ones making sure that every bike that comes off the line meets those expectations.
Okay, so it's not just about the technical skills. It's about pride in your work, understanding the customer, making sure each bike is as perfect as possible.
Exactly. It's building something great, but also understanding how it fits in the bigger picture, going that extra mile because you know your work impacts someone's whole experience.
That's such a cool way to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got this blend of high-tech and customer focus. What else does this career path look like? Where do you even start?
Well, the RoleCatcher guide does a great job of laying out the typical career stages, entry-level, junior, and senior. And each stage builds on the one before. More responsibility, higher expectations as you gain experience. Yeah, kind of like leveling up in a video game, you know? Start with the basics, hand tools, how the assembly line works. As you get better, more responsibility, maybe even leading a team.
So you go from apprentice to master craftsman. I like the sound of that. But what does it look like day to day?
Well, RoleCatcher gives these example profiles for each stage. Like a junior assembler might say, demonstrated proficiency in assembling motorcycles using hand tools, power tools, and automated assembly equipment. Getting right into it.
Wow, so you have to be good with everything, the classic tools and the high-tech stuff.
Right. And notice they also say reading and interpreting technical plans. That's important at every level, but even more so as you move up. It's not just following steps, it's understanding why things are done a certain way, the engineering behind it all.
You're not just building, you're becoming a bit of an engineer yourself, learning how it all works.
Absolutely. And that knowledge, it's really valuable later on. You can troubleshoot better, suggest improvements, really have a say in how the motorcycles evolve.
That's really cool. You're not just building a bike, you're becoming part of its story.
Love that. And speaking of evolving, we got to talk about the interview process, right? Because getting that dream job, well, it means dealing with the job market.
Ugh, yeah. It can be a lot, especially with all the AI and automation these days. It's like you're competing with robots just to get an interview.
It's true. Tech is changing everything. RoleCatcher gets into that, how AI is analyzing job descriptions, even tailoring interview questions. But instead of being scared, think of it as an advantage.
An advantage? How so?
Their AI helps you get ready for those specific questions, the ones they ask in this industry. It's about being prepared, knowing what they want to hear.
So it's not just those general questions anymore. Tell me your strengths, tell me your weaknesses, that kind of thing.
Nope, not anymore. It's about showing your passion for motorcycles, how well you understand the industry. That you can work with your hands and into your head. Like, RoleCatcher mentions a question. How do you ensure safety standards are met during assembly?
Oh, that's a good one. They're not just looking for someone who can build fast, but someone careful, detail-oriented, someone who cares about safety.
Right. It's about those other skills, those soft skills they're always talking about. Communication, teamwork, problem solving.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because building a motorcycle, it's a team effort. You have to be able to work well with other people.
Absolutely. And that's where RoleCatcher can really help. They're not just giving you questions, they're giving you the knowledge to understand what employers want, what skills to improve, how to present yourself as the perfect candidate.
It's like having your own career coach right there with you every step of the way.
That's a great way to put it. They help you see where your skills might be lacking, recommend courses or training. They even connect you with potential employers.
Okay, so someone's listening to this and they're thinking, motorcycles are cool, I want to get into that. But they don't know where to start.
Mm.
How does RoleCatcher help them actually get a job?
It's like having a guide, you know? They look at what you're already good at. Maybe you're handy, fixing things in the garage, or you're a natural problem solver. They take that and compare it to what employers are after.
So you're not starting from zero. You can use your existing skills and interests.
Exactly. And if there's something missing, RoleCatcher points you in the right direction. Maybe you need to learn welding or get certified in some software they use to design parts. They connect you with training, those courses that'll make you stand out.
Like they're saying, we see you're into this, let's give you the tools to make it happen.
Yeah, exactly. And the best part is, it's not a dead end. The RoleCatcher Guide talks about how you can move up in this field, supervisory roles, becoming a specialist in one area, even working with engineers on new designs.
Wait, hold on. You mean you could go from assembling parts to actually designing motorcycles?
Totally. It's all about passion and being willing to learn. This industry's always changing, new tech, new designs, all the time. And as an assembler, you're right there seeing it happen.
That's incredible. A career with some real horsepower, right?
Mhm.
You went from fastening components to maybe designing the next big thing. Motorcycle assembly, it's way more than it seems.
It really is. Technical skill, a bit of art, and knowing these machines inside and out. Who knows? Maybe we'll be deep diving into your motorcycle design someday.
There you go. So next time you see a motorcycle out there, take a second to appreciate it. All the work, the skill, the hours that went into building it, and hey, maybe it'll spark something in you. Until next time, keep those engines running and those minds open.